live. Welcome.
Hello, everybody, and
gentlemen.
welcome to our final week of Swiss for the Community Pauper Challenge. I'm your host, Arctic Ghost. I'm not the host you deserve, but the one you have. Here with me are my two co-hosts. I have Nega Shane. Say what's up.
Hey, what's up?
And I have with me Mr. Z Magic 94. How are you doing, sir?
What's up? I don't know if the screen is shown right now, but this prize support I'm looking at on my
I will transfer it right on over
MDGO
there.
is
Look at that.
quite nice looking.
Look at that beautifulness. That we have.
Oh my god, they look beautiful.
We have the inventions for the Lotus Petal. The invention Lotus Petals, which are gorgeous, and I love them.
Yeah, those are the only ones that are not original.
Yeah.
I discussed with Jamal, and he was like, "Do you want originals for all these?" And I was like, "Yeah, but Lotus Petals I don't care about."
Let's be
I
the
must
really.
say, I do
let's
love
get
the
cool-looking
masterpieces.
one. Yeah. And then, I don't understand Gorilla Shaman destroying artifacts, because they're just, like, chilling with the baby. What does artifacts have to do with the baby?
The baby, man. It's all about the baby.
You
He's
protect the
talking about
baby
babies?
by
He's
killing the
protecting
artifacts?
for the baby.
You're
The artifact's
texting a baby?
protecting his life.
It's a baby an artifact? Are you
No,
like...
he's protecting the baby.
What the hell are we talking about?
Gorilla Shaman confuses me. It really does.
Oh,
It just...
Yeah.
The card doesn't make sense
Maybe
to
the
me.
baby is protecting the big gorilla. Do you ever think about that?
Which is why it's a 1/1. So it's really the baby looking up at the mother saying, "These artifacts are taking over the world. I'll protect you, mama."
Genstikov.
Stop is a little.
Can you do me a favor and make a Reddit post, please? Since for some reason, no matter how many times I make a thread, it doesn't want me to post it. And Zane doesn't have a name, and I don't feel like asking Shane. So can you please do it? Just make a Reddit post linking to the Community Pauper Challenge.
That would be fantastic. Let the people know that we are live and we are good to go. I don't know what you just changed, so I'm going to switch it back to us here.
Okay, so as
sorry,
I said,
my bad.
what? Oh, good job. You're showing your emails. Great.
I have
Anyway,
no idea what that was.
For anyone who has not been here the whole time, this is the last week of Swiss. That means that the round robin is over after this week. We're going to find out who is in our top four. We're going to find out if there are any playoffs to make the top four. Do I want you to say anything in particular? No, just submit a link to the thread and let people know that we're live. That's all. That's all you gotta do, bro. Thank you very much. All right, so right now, why don't we show the records for everybody? Since we have a shiny new graphic.
We have a new fancy thing, thanks to Z Magic here.
Jane, would you like to share your screen so that other announcers could see your screen?
I can still see it.
Where do I share?
No, it's in Skype. In Skype.
Yeah, I can never remember the button for it.
It's the plus button.
It is the plus button. Look at that.
Oh, well, there we go.
That. All right.
There are
So
the
there
new
you go.
graphics. Is anyone sharing their screen?
Yeah.
What the heck is that? Okay, anyway. So, that is also our schedule for tonight. Match 1 is going to be Mr. Z Magic 94 up against Ulu Guru. That is to see where Zane Magic falls, as he is pretty much locked for the top 4 right now, aren't you?
Exciting stuff.
I am. I'm either going to be tied for second or tied for first, and that will be decided by another match. So I am guaranteed to get to play another match. How exciting!
But you're going to be tied with me, right? I'll be number 1 for sure.
No,
100%.
That's not how it works.
Is that guy? Wait. Is that guy's name? I think I like men. Is that
Yes,
really that guy?
I think
is this
I
someone
like
from
men.
your stream?
He's awesome. Yeah, he's one of my favorite viewers.
Oh man, that's awesome.
He always trolls me with mystical teachings.
Can you close that box, please? The Skype box in the bottom left corner. It's giving me OCD.
Who? Me?
Yes, close that. Close that. It's giving me OCD.
I can't. I want it up here.
Yeah,
Here, I'll put it over
I
here.
hate you so much.
I'll put it
Anyway,
over there.
our second match will be Littlefield against Mike Rue. That is the grudge match to see who is locked for first place and who will have to play for possibly second place. So that should be fun.
Yes.
Then it's the match I hope everyone's waiting for. It's Arctic Ghost against Nega Shane. To see if I still have a chance to make top 4, or if I'm assuming I'm going to get my ass kicked and Nega Shane is going to dream crush me.
Yay, dream crushing.
And then, everyone, the final match. That's the biggest one in my opinion, because that is to see That is to see if Math Guy makes it into the top 4 or if Tiny Tim can dethrone him. Because if Tiny Tim beats Math Guy, there will be a playoff for top 4. That should be exciting, in my opinion. So
that's
we're
that'll
finally
be
getting
really interesting.
we're finally getting to the end of the Swiss rounds. How do you guys feel after 7 weeks?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's technically
I'm
8
ready
weeks.
to battle with
Because-
either Littlefield or Mikey Ruru for yet a second time after I win this next match, and then I face the other 6-1.
So you're
Deciding who is going
declaring
which will be
victory.
I'm declaring victory over Uluguru. You've heard it here first.
Oh,
everyone.
man.
which will obviously be me. I'll be able to win this and go get into first place. I'm telling you guys, you got to
Right,
believe.
There's
You gotta believe.
secret tiebreakers that end playoffs where Shane actually plays
I know.
for top.
It's
first seed.
possible. I told you guys last week, never give up, never surrender. I didn't actually say that. I just said it now, but still same thing.
Oh, man. So, oh, yes, no, Mike, you're right. You're right. That's true. Why was I unsubbed? What does unsub mean?
What did he do?
Yes, even
I
if
did
I lose
nothing,
this, let's
Sky.
play. No matter what, I get to play.
Does he mean
I don't
unfollowed? Is that what he means?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is
So,
these are the matchups that we're going to be having. We're going to be featuring Z Magic, Mikey Ruru. Are we featuring me or you? Me.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
you.
Matt guy.
Yes,
And
and
then
then
Tiny
Matt
Tim.
guy.
Sweet.
And I mean, Shane, do you want to do us commentate our own match? I mean, we did get 7 upvotes and 4 yeses, so.
Thanks for the follow, Sky Blue. Again, I mean, I'm fine with it. I can totally talk smack with you as we're doing it, trying to throw you off your game and. Have
I'm
you
totally
cry
down
at the
for it,
end.
man. I don't really care. As long all we have to do is feature you, and I just
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. Well,
I'm down with it.
It sounds like fun. I feel like it'll give a little bit of a fresh start, or not a fresh start, a fresh input after these 7 weeks. So that way, instead of just going through like, oh, this is what they could do, we can say like, oh, well, I'm going to do this and that. But I mean, I'm just saying it. We'll figure it out. I'm sure.
I think it'll
be,
definitely give a new entertaining outlook on
Yeah. I'm
things.
sure it won't be as bad as it sounds.
So against the Cub, I have no idea if you put up your thread already, but it's not here. So I'd like everybody to officially know that I hate Reddit, possibly more than Tiny Tim and Z do at this point.
I
hate
have
Reddit.
no qualms about it whatsoever.
So Shane, if you could also make
It's up.
thread.
It's up.
It's up already.
Yes.
Are you sure it's up? Because I don't
I
see
am
it.
up. I literally just upvoted it right now.
I don't see it anywhere.
We're good. It's fine.
Okay,
It's
well,
up.
all right. I just want to make sure everybody knows. Anyway, so just posted
Analysis
it. All right,
for our
cool.
first match.
Yes.
So
We're gonna
yes,
get
we are
started
up
to
for our
our
first match.
match
Since you're here, Zane, why don't we bring up Zane's deck list so we could talk a little bit about it and what he thinks how he thinks the match is going to go.
Oh boy, the deck I threw together because I didn't have anything else to play.
Hey, you whooped my ass last week.
Let me see what's going on, and there you go. We have your
There we
deck
go.
list.
There we go.
All
Look
right,
at
so
my deck list. What a beaut! It's like it was designed to win or something. Or something.
It's
Wow.
like it was designed to do something good. Also, there's nothing at the top right. Let me fix that really quick.
your ego knows no bounds, doesn't it?
There you go.
My ego knows no bounds. My
Yeah.
ego isn't
So-
really high lately because I've just been crushed. Just been crushed.
You,
I 0-5 the league recently.
yeah, you with is it Blitz?
No. In standard, I've been testing
Oh,
for the
okay.
DP.
Okay, and I mean
Like my
you
garbage
05
deck
to
I'm playing.
Pauper with the mono blue aggro,
I
which
did
is
5-0
really
with.
good.
That was my last good success.
You should have totally played that instead of Is It Blitz
I should have. Mono blue.
if you would have known about it.
treated me well. But back to this deck
I
analysis.
like the blue-red spread deck myself.
This deck is
Yeah.
really sweet. I like Is It Blitz.
Do you have any regrets about how you built it?
Yes, Flame Slash. I have regrets. Flame
That
Slash
bad?
is a regret. I just would have played anything else. Like Firebolt would have been better. Something
Firebolt's
like
a pretty good card.
All right, so how do you feel the matchup against Boggles goes?
Oh, boy.
Do you think it's
Oh, boy.
favored in your favor? Do you think it's favored in Uluguru's favor?
so I can combo pretty easily without disruption.
What is the fastest you've ever won with this deck? Is it turn 3? Is that the quickest you've ever won?
Yes, turn 3 is the fastest I've ever won. Kill and beat on turn 2 and to win on turn 3.
Okay.
I don't have Simian Spirit Guide, so I can't win on turn 2.
That's fair. Do you think Simian Spirit Guide would be a good addition to this deck?
I think it's terrible.
You think it's
You
terrible?
already have so many cards that do basically nothing on their own. Having another card that does nothing on its own is very bad as well.
Okay, that's fair. Are you happy with your sideboard?
Blitz has the edge over Boggles,
Oh, you do
especially
think-
with the electricity in the sideboard.
You do? You think Electricity is that powerful, huh?
I
Oh,
think it's pretty
Electricity
good
is
for
crazy
knocking out
powerful.
X1s.
At on the play, and they play down a creature turn 1, and on turn 2, you have untapped mana.
Oh no, you could certainly blow them out.
Yeah. I do like Electricity with that. And, I mean, all of their creatures are the same color, so Apostle's Blessing will just straight be, well, this is happening. You can't do anything about
They
it.
do have one white creature in the main.
Oh, yeah.
They do
Helios
have the
Pilgrim.
Helios Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Get me good. Get me good.
Okay,
Yeah.
now is that the only thing you have for the sideboard for Boggles is the Electricity, do you think? Or do you have some other stuff that you don't quite have to reveal it right now if you don't want to?
So I will bring in the Flaring Plane.
You will bring in the Fairing Plane, okay.
That makes sense.
They
It's
have
a white
the
deck.
strands,
It's
right?
a white deck. Yeah.
Right? There's
Any
three strands
white
in the
deck,
side.
any white deck could have Circle of Protection. It could have strands. It could have a bunch of different options. So I would definitely
That's
probably
strands?
bring in the
what
Flame
card?
Thing.
What card is that in the sideboard? I can't read it.
Of
That-
what?
Of the Boggles deck, the 3 of.
Standard Bear?
Standard
Was it
Bear.
Standard Bear?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I knew it was 1-8.
I will say I will definitely believe you. Tiny Tim has played both decks a whole hell of a lot, and if there's anybody who knows this matchup inside and out, it's definitely him. And I'll take his word for it. That Blitz has the edge over
I'm
Boggles.
actually not going to. Probably not bring in the Flaring Plane. I mean, he has the Moments piece, but
He does have the Moments piece and the Dawn Charm, which will be a problem.
Yeah.
Standard Bear, of course, will be a problem
That's
for you
more
in
of a
some
problem.
cases.
Yeah. And
Is there? Can we? Okay, so bring up his deck list. Is there anything particularly that scares the crap out of you?
Edgewalker.
Ooh, yeah. Not being able to
Edgewalker,
block.
yes. You can't block it.
Ledgewalker is very scary.
Yes.
At least I can chump block the Boggles and Scouts and
Unless they have
Gnarlid.
trample,
Or not
but-
Gnarlid, but
Right. Well, you could. Well, yeah, you could still block him without chump
Yeah.
blocking.
So it's basically just the fact that he can go. The Ledgewalker can go over your head if you have a Cyclops out, if you have a Fiend.
Go
But
for the
you do
Gnarlids.
have.
Gnarlids are a problem too.
Yeah, you
That
do
is the
have the
one
Delver
thing-
though.
That is the one thing that sticks out is he's playing 4 Orinarlid, which is not not common these days anymore. Mostly you'll see 2 and like 2 Heliod's Pilgrim,
Hard
but
to-
he's
Right.
playing.
It
right.
is common because we're playing Pauper.
Done. The week's over. That's all I needed to hear.
All right, we can go Saturday now.
All right,
right.
guys, we're done
Let's go
here.
Saturday.
Thank you so much for being here. Now,
Anyway, so it looks like what Uluguru did from the stock list. I mean, of course, Commune with the Gods is not exactly stock, but
I think
what he
it's pretty
did was that is true. He added 2 Orinarlids over the 4th Ancestral Mask and the 2nd Heliod's Pilgrim. I personally am not a big fan of that in bigger tournaments like leagues, but in this it could be a very good call. I mean, Orinarlid is something that can kill you, particularly in your deck, very, very quickly.
and it
Very
could be just a
quickly, yeah.
metagame call, really.
That's
Because
very
you
true.
know that a lot of people aren't playing blue-black anymore because we had so many at the beginning. So maybe he wanted a creature. He doesn't care about the targets. He doesn't care if you have Doomblade because there's a good chance a lot of people aren't going to have it. And
Uluguru himself played blue-black. A very
Yes.
cool blue-black list, actually.
just about everybody did. It was weird.
All right.
And
well,
yes, Scott, that was me with the Blue Stompy deck.
Yes, he
Uh,
went 5-0 under my recommendation, by the way. I was the one who showed him that, so I get all the credit, and you should give me the prizes as well. But
I
I'm not
also
gonna force
almost
it.
went
you.
10-0, like 5-0 with 2-0, like no game losses. I almost went no game losses with
Ooh.
Burn in a league. I lost
Man.
the last match, but I was 4-0 with 8-0 game wins,
Huh,
which
That makes
was a good
sense.
recommendation of someone else. Someone else recommended Burn for me.
Bird
was really
good.
works
Oh, really?
pretty well.
Yeah.
Bird will always
So,
be good.
so Littlefield brings up something. Gnarlid. More people are actually going to more Gnarlids, except for Deluxikov. Apparently, Deluxikov always does his own stuff. But okay, fair enough. I have not looked at the meta as hardcore as some of our other players have, so I will definitely take Littlefield's word for it.
Yeah,
So all
I
right,
think we're ready for the match.
I think we're ready.
I think we are.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
So we're going to be switching over to the gameplay pretty soon here. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate it. This is our 7th week of doing this, and a lot of you guys have been here from the very beginning. A lot of you guys are new. A lot of you guys have just been here a couple weeks, and we want to thank all of you guys for that. If you guys weren't sitting here watching us right now, we would literally just be talking to ourselves. And we do that enough throughout the week, so we might as well be able to talk to ourselves with you guys instead. And we appreciate that.
I do see that Against a Cov put up the thread. I see it now.
He did. Thank you so much, Chad. We do appreciate that.
Yes, that is why that's why I made him a mod, because he's a good guy.
He is. He's in my stream quite a bit, and he's a pretty cool guy. I like him.
I'll be back, guys.
All right, cool. Hey, good luck,
all
man.
right.
Good luck.
Good luck to you. Good luck to Ulu Guru, of course, and let's have a good, clean match.
Let's have a good, clean
Anything
fight.
dirty on Magic Online.
Hopefully no one
Nothing
mulligans
below the belt?
to 4. Nothing below the belt.
But I mean, somebody's already playing mystical teaching, so we can't really have that rule.
Man,
so,
you just hate on mystical teachings, don't you?
Oh, it's so gross. I mean, last week's match with the mystical teaching and Rasatron was a gorgeous match. That
was one of the best matches I've seen. That was better than, I think, 98% of the Pro Tour matches I've seen in the last year.
It doesn't mean that I like it anymore, though. I still do not like mystical teachings, and it is the devil. So once we get this all situated here,
you think mystical teachings is the devil?
He always
just hold on a second while I do something real quick.
All right, so we're getting the match set up right now. This is going to be Boggles versus Is It Blitz, as we mentioned before. I do think the edge is to Is It Blitz. Is It Blitz is a pretty good... Really? It didn't even go through. It didn't even go through correctly.
What did I do wrong? What am I not allowed to do?
This will be a pretty quick match. Both of them really just want to do what they do on the first couple turns.
I see what I'm about to do. Okay.
Yeah.
No, keep talking. You're doing good. Well, I get this situation.
It looks like we're getting started here. So let's transfer on over to that. I need to fix the very top, though. Since this is not Arctic Ghost for playing Kadaltha Boros. This is Ulu Guru. How many gurus are there in the name? Ulu Guru? Guru. There you go. Close enough. And he is on Boggles.
It worked.
Sweet. That sounds good. So we currently have that. You failed twice. Good job.
Shut up.
All right. So
enough out of you.
Get started, and we should.
All right. So give him the go ahead, and we'll be ready to go. Tiny Tim will also be commentating tonight. He should be commentating my match, and he might also commentate the second match, depending on what happens. But
yes,
be rest assured.
We'll figure that out. So this opening hand is he has
it's very, very bad. You have to mulligan this hand.
I mean, you have the creatures though.
Yeah, but you're not quick. You're not quick enough. You're just like this hand is even worse. But you have to keep it because if you draw a second land, you have to kill the fiend.
Yeah, you don't want lightning bolt at all there. One of the problems with these kinds of decks are that they're not mulligan friendly. You can't if you have a creatures and you have lands, there's a good chance you're going to have to keep that. Because if you mulligan again, you won't have any creatures in your hand if you draw after that. Yeah. So, whoa. This is actually really good for Z. There are no pump spells.
He has 2 enchantments and an Aura Gnarlid, so Aura Gnarlid's already a 4/4. That's quite a crack.
True, and the Utopia Sprawls will get it, so that way you can. But
he drew the island to cast the Delver. He drew this turn.
That was an amazing. That was a good top deck great. There. Neither of the decks are mulligan friendly, and
for sure.
Thankfully, this did work out for Z Magic here. It's interesting that Ulu Guru does not have any pump auras, though. He has an Gnarlid, so he will be able to play it next turn, but he doesn't have any way to actually boost up his creatures, you know?
You know, it's a good thing that's not a common
What's
Elvish
that?
Spirit Guide. You think that? I think that would be played in Boggles in some cases. I really do.
Well, I mean, Lotus Petal isn't played in Boggles, and it basically does the same thing.
Oh yeah, that is true. Maybe it should be.
Yeah. I do have member in my chat, Kansiki, who thinks that Lotus Petal should be put in literally every deck. So maybe he's right.
I don't know. I would block here. Just first of all, I would instantly. I do not agree with that. I think I would block there.
You don't have any sacrifice effects, so I don't. I think the Delver.
No,
could
you
be
don't.
A lot more
But I
powerful
think
right
taking
now.
any extra damage is just not helping you.
Yeah.
And it's only good if the Delver flips right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't. It had no way of knowing it. But he does have... Okay, so he has turn 1 Delver, turn 2 Fiend, and turn 3 Cyclops if he doesn't draw
With an
something
Apostle's
for the kill.
Blessing. So he doesn't really need too many more spells, especially if the if the Delver flips. It'll be a decent clock, I suppose.
The Delver flipping would be fantastic here. And it looks
And
like it does
flip
with the
into a Gataxian Probe. I don't think he should cast it this turn, though. It is a free spell.
Yeah, if he's not going for the win, he shouldn't cast it just yet.
Lotus Petal should be in more decks. I humbly agree with that statement, though.
So, the interesting thing with this is if he doesn't play the Cyclops, he can technically have the Gnarlid block, or have the Fiend block the Gnarlid if Uluguru doesn't play any more enchantments at it.
Yeah, but are you winning, though, if you're using Apostle's Blessing as a defensive spell instead of an aggro spell?
No.
Yeah, that's...
And I don't think that... The only thing I'm worried about now for Z Magic is... What is the card? Armadillo Cloak.
Oh, Armadillo Cloak, you're right.
Yes,
but, that is the thing, though. I mean, Timber Battle Rage gives double strike. That's how it wins, or Soul Stroke.
Yeah.
So
he'll win if he drops double
deal
battle
a ton
strike.
of damage.
Yeah.
Although Z is dead next turn. Never mind. Z is probably dead next turn. I think this does it. That's plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'd be 10, 13. No, it's only 13. No, wait.
He still
I'm wrong
has
about
to go
that.
for it though. Like at least.
No, wait. My math's off. That's plus
no
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it'd be 15. He needs one more spell.
Yeah.
Any spell on the deck.
So if he doesn't draw a land or a creature, let's see what he's got.
Yes.
And
no, Z is dead next turn no matter what now.
Oh,
and he missed.
That was gross.
Oh wait, actually, is he dead? Yeah, he is dead because he would have to pay 2 life for the Apostle's Blessing.
Yeah.
He drew one of the only spells that gets. He had, I guess it was a land or a creature, and he loses.
I mean, he still has to attack. Because he's dead if he doesn't.
But Uluguru is at 17, though. Does he?
But if he doesn't block, I don't know. I don't think he's going to win. But if he technically attacks right now, and he doesn't block the Fiend, he could win.
That is true. He has to have it blocked. Well, he's going to chump the Fiend now, but
yeah, and he's going to block. That's guaranteed. It just
I mean, I think that Uluguru would chump no matter what because obviously your Boggles are not doing anything at this point. But you are right.
So that technically he could win. He's not going to.
If Uluguru misclicks,
yes,
then the game is over. And we will not be playing on Magic Online anymore.
Yeah, because that was lethal even without doing that there.
Because that's 10, and then the mutagenic growth is only going to be plus 5, unfortunately.
He's got the double block just because. Blocking. Might as well. No reason.
Might as well, right? I mean, it's not doing anything else.
And yeah, that means that Z loses the first game. As I mentioned, these are going to be very, very quick matches. It's really just
they're going to be very quick and incredibly uninteractive. Game 1. Game 2 possibly a little more because
Game 2 has a little bit more options. Yeah. So he was down 2. He lost by 2 right now. Yeah, and that's pretty gross.
He literally lost by not flipping the Delver one turn.
Right? If the Delver would have flipped, if he would have drawn a spell instead of Cyclops, then that could have worked out pretty well. So we talked a little bit to Z about what what he thinks he'll be bringing in. Obviously,
Besides the
he's going to bring the
electricities.
electric.
He
He
has
was
to bring it to
debating.
flaring paint, right?
He was debating on it. He said he might not though. So I could
I think
see.
you have to though. Just
Yeah.
like on the off chance that like Dawn Charm or Moment's Peace is
Yes.
one of the cards. I mean, you could leave in the Dispel, but Flaring Pain is just, I think, better because most of your spells that you're going to use to draw into other spells obviously are blue.
Yeah.
So,
But what do you bring out? That's the thing. It looks like he's
well,
bringing out a Dispel and a Delver, which
yeah,
I guess makes sense.
Delver's not. Delver's not really what you want. I don't
Yeah.
think. If it doesn't flip, it's literally just a non-flying
Oh.
flying man.
And of course, Flame Slash. That does
Yeah,
literally nothing.
yeah, it's just
It
not
hits
great.
the Narlid, which killed him. But
Yeah, but
so
it only hits
doesn't-
the Narlet if it's low enough.
yeah, it doesn't look like he's actually bringing in the Flary Pain just yet. He could be deciding on it, and we did talk about it a bit.
I can promise you, if he loses to Moment's Peace or Flaring Pain, he's going to be very salty, and he's not going
Yeah.
to admit it.
That's
I
all
can
good.
assure you.
All right, so let's go ahead and go over to Uluguru's deck right now, which is a Hexproof Boggles deck.
I mean, Ulu's got a lot.
Yeah,
He's got a good chunk of stuff to bring in. He's got the standard bears. Oop, what?
What's up?
Did they submit too quickly? Yeah, they did.
They
Just-
submitted pretty quickly.
We'll,
They're
we'll
gonna
tell
wait
them to
really
we'll
quick
tell them to
there,
hold just for a second.
Yeah.
So Uluguru has standard bears, which of course are good because it stops
Yes.
Apostle's Blessing. It stops
Yeah.
mutagenic growth. It stops.
You can't target your own creatures. You have to target the standard bearer,
Right.
which is really good.
The light. He brings in the lifelink, right? Just because lifelink is so good in this matchup anyway.
I don't know. That's
Really?
a really good card, I think. It just... Is it better than pumping your creatures up to gain the life on the second or third turn?
I mean, I
don't know.
have to. Stupid ads. I have to think it is just because you can go like Utopia Sprawl, Abundant Growth, and
Yeah.
have a 5/5 Narlid attacking, and
Yes.
any amount of life that you gain is going to help, right?
Yeah. And I mean, Blitz is a very... I have to get this exact amount. So I could possibly
Right.
see it coming in. I could definitely see it coming in there. I don't know exactly what to take out with that, but... And I think Dawn Charm and Moment's Peace will probably come in, though.
And also, like, here's the thing, right? Like, there's no the later the game goes, because at this point, the later the game goes, it's going to favor the Boggles deck, because the Boggles deck eventually is going to have a lethal creature by like turn 7, or something like that.
Because of the fact that also that Z doesn't have an enchantment hit in Uluguru Gnosis.
Isn't a 2/2 standard for a bear?
It's a bearer, which means
That
it can
is
be a
great.
1/1.
That's a great.
Just because
okay.
it's a bearer. All right, so let's
That's a
go
great
ahead and
card.
get into the match
Yes,
here.
let's get back into the match and. All right.
All right, I'm going to let them know that they can go, and I'm going to update this that Boggles is currently up 1 game, correct?
I think I like men's likes Flame Slash. I'm not big on Flame Slash personally.
Yeah,
I don't think Flame Slash does enough.
Flame Slash is a fantastic card, just not
It
in this.
it kills.
Yeah.
It's true that it kills an Aura Narlid, but it has to be a naked Aura Narlid while there's only 2 enchantments, and that's asking for a lot.
It is. And with something like that, it doesn't do anything to the majority of the creatures. Do you bring it in just because it hits 1 creature? And that seems a little bit iffy to me.
I'm sorry. Say it again. You broke up for a second.
Oh, did I? I don't know what that was. I don't really like Flame Slash.
I think that was on
because
my end.
I don't like Flame Slash too much because it only hits 1 creature. There's a lot more creatures
Well, it
that you
literally
can't
only
worry about.
But it literally only hits 1 creature.
Exactly.
So most of the time it could just be a dead card.
Ooh. So this
This
is an
hand
interesting
is
hand.
quite beautiful.
It's very land heavy, which I'm not too fond of.
But he does have Gush and
yeah.
Gataxian Probe. And he is I think if he was on the draw, I might not keep this hand.
Yeah. I think it's good enough, though. You Evolving Wilds for an island, play the mountain second, so that way you have Gush mana on turn 3, which is a free spell for Fiend, and then you tax your
Oh, that's actually Mikey Roo makes a good point that Flame Slash does kill Standard Bearer, but so does Lightning Bolt.
True, yes. And I believe he still does. And lightning bolt can hit the face as well. It's not just going to a creature there. Or it
Yeah.
can hit or it can hit standard bearer. It can hit more things than just flame slash.
I saw his
Okay.
cursor over the mountain, and I was like, is he really not playing in a volleyball turn one?
All right, so let's see how this goes here.
I
if he
like him
gets a
not
couple
attacking
draws-
probing. on
Yeah,
turn
of
one, I
course.
can
You
tell
want to save that for killing feed. You don't need much more in this hand that you should hopefully draw. And I like Ponder. Ponder's really good here as well.
Yep.
You got the
I like-
Fiend
but
turn
force
or
to go
two.
down Fiend.
I think
Next turn,
this is a possible blessing away from really a for sure win.
is it? He has
I don't know.
1, 2, 3 spells. That would be 4 spells. No,
with-
I think. How many
But
spells
with
do you
the
need?
Ponder, with
You
the
need-
Ponder, he could possibly. He'll probably
No,
get
right.
into
But how
something
many
there.
how many spells do you need to win? You need 7 spells, right? Because that's 21 damage. And
You
6
need
will be
7
19.
if you don't have Teamer Battle Rage. If you have
Right,
Teamer
right.
Battle Rage, you have.
So
you
he
need less.
could he's 4 spells away theoretically. He could just he could just go all the way
Yeah.
without a team battery. He needs immunogenic growth though.
Yeah, and
And
let's see
there's,
how this.
well, there's
let's
the
see how
problem
this
card.
goes.
There's the card that Z was afraid of,
Ooh, Delver.
and a
I mean-
useless Delver.
Let's go. Yeah, definitely Ponder here. We'll see if we can find the Teamer Battle Rage. I think the Teamer Battle Rage.
But that does win the game this turn. Yeah,
Yes.
that wins the.
Shadow
and-
Rift isn't bad
Nope.
though.
Well,
that gets
he
a card
doesn't-
draw,
he doesn't-
so you can
he doesn't
lightning
really
bolt
need
as
it,
well.
though.
It does. Shadow Rift makes it so they can't get blocked, and then you draw the lightning bolt.
No, but what
which
I'm
is-
saying is that it doesn't win the game this turn. Is what I'm.
Not this turn,
That's
no.
what I'm saying.
It's still pretty good. It doesn't win the game this turn.
He should definitely keep it because he wins the game next turn.
Yeah. Do you
Right,
go
because
for Rogue
now-
right now? Or
Yeah, I think I go for probe. I think I just want to threaten as much damage.
but the okay, yeah.
Oh,
Because if you
actually,
Shadow
wait a
Rift,
minute. Does he win this turn? Because lightning bolt is plus 6.
3 more. Okay, let me see
Actually.
really quick. So yeah,
So that's
4,
6,
5,
7, 8,
6,
9,
7,
10,
8,
11,
10,
12, 13, 14, 15.
19.
No, that's only 19. He
That
needs
is
one
one away.
more spell.
So I think you get 19.
And he
right now.
knows it too. He sees it.
Yeah.
He does see it.
You have to know the math when playing this game.
Right.
It's a lot of math, but
Do you... I think you just have to go for it right
Yeah.
now, right?
I definitely would. And Gushing gets everything else into your hand, so Shadow Rift could actually. Oh, is he not going?
No,
to?
he's
Delver flips next turn.
He might be trolling us, but Delver
No.
does flip next turn, which does guarantee the win. Okay, so he's going to go for the guaranteed win.
Okay.
He's going to say, Ulu, you don't know it, but if you don't have a fog effect, I'm going to kill you. There's not much you can do about it. I like this play just because it gives Z a sense of kind of security.
Yeah.
Because now he's not going all in. He's not putting everything into the middle. He's keeping some chips back.
Yeah. I think I would have gone for it. I do think I would have, because Gush would have gotten you 2 of the cards that you saw. And Shadow Rift would
You
have
would have
gotten
had
an extra
to
one.
gotten a free spell off of the Gitaxian Probe though.
But no.
Granted, you have a
Gitaxian
lot of free
Probe-
spells. But
Gitaxian Probe and Shadow Rift both draw you a card that you haven't seen yet. So there's a possibility
That is
both
true.
of those could have
But
been
you
the
only-
win.
you only have 5 spells in your deck that are free. You have the 3
Yes.
remaining probes and 2
Yeah.
Genetic Growth.
And I mean, Delver's
Oh,
flipping for
here's a
sure because
theorem.
Lightning Bolt is at the top as well.
Oh, and there's green. I think that's going to be the game. Yeah, that's going to be the game.
Yeah,
Zane's
well,
going to take 7, and Ulu's tapped out. He doesn't have anything.
and this is really the uninteractive part of these two decks going against each
Right.
other. You don't
Right.
really have many answers to each of them. It's really just, am I going to win? Yes.
He didn't attack.
Which
That
I
is-
get.
That is interesting. I know why he didn't attack, but it is interesting.
So, do you shuffle away the... Yeah, because you
Yeah,
know
of
that
course you-
there's a
well, you know the
mountain
mountain's
top.
on top.
Yeah. So, let's go ahead. Yep, Shadow Rift. And then Gush and Gitaxian Probe, and this is the win. He can't do anything about
Even a
this.
preordained to top it
What?
off,
No.
too.
Oh, he already Shadow Rifted. I thought he did Shadow Rift. I was like, well,
No, Shane, don't worry. He doesn't do
Yeah.
Shane things.
he has the Apostle Blessing as well, but he doesn't need it because he has the
He,
Shadow.
this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's like to actually just have it all.
Yeah. It's literally just, I don't care about
This
this.
is the
Let's
epitome
go.
of what it's like to have it all.
This is brutal, and that's game right there as it is. These just going for broke as much as he can.
Let's see what was in the rest of his hand. Did he
Yeah,
have
I'm
the
curious
most
about
of Dawn
this.
Charm? He could concede in response to the
There
probe.
you go.
He
He did,
does.
yes.
He does concede in response to the probe. That's a good play.
If you're gonna
It is.
lose
He knows he's
anyways,
dead. He already knows he's dead.
I probably would have Gataxian Probe before the Lightning Bolt, just because
I would have
wouldn't be
Gataxian
lethal
Probe
yet.
before anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have Gataxian Probe before anything.
Just to see. So do you change it up at all? You're on the draw now, which means that your opponent has more time to set up.
I think. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I think you take out the Delvers.
Yeah, I'm not huge on the
You
At
know,
least take
like
out one
you're
for Flaring
you're just
Pain.
trying to combo. Like Delver is just a dead draw if you don't put it down on turn 1.
Yeah. And it's he probed himself.
Did he probe himself?
I have no idea. I think he
We'd have to
targeted
go
the
look.
one.
We'd have to go look at the replay, but I don't
And
think
that's
he
a
probed
lot of
himself.
work, which we're not doing.
He sees that he lives in magical Christmas land.
So I would definitely take out a Delver for Flaring Pain, possibly for something else as well. I don't know.
I just don't like Delver in this matchup. If you don't put it down turn 1, I think it's just a 1-1. And I mean, I am not too well versed in this matchup enough these days to know, but
Yeah, and you don't really have anything other than that turn 1, except, well, Preordained Ponder, I guess, to set it up. So let's go ahead and take a look into Ulu Guru's list really quick. Anything else? You were mentioning Standard Bearer, you're mentioning Dawn Charm and Moment's Peace. And
well,
Dawn
we don't know exactly what he sideboarded in, right?
Yes.
Because we didn't get to see his
any
hand.
sideboards.
So
One of the things with any fog type effect, Strands, Moment's Peace, Dawn Charm, is that is it Blitz, you go all out or else you're not going to win. So if you go all out on one turn and they fog it, it's kind of like, welp, now I can't do anything else.
yeah. Ooh. Oh,
Let's
he
go
kept
ahead
in
and go
Delvers
back.
though.
That, ooh,
This
with
hand is
red,
complete crap.
You have Gush and you have Delver with only a mountain.
That is just not good.
That is not good at all. Yeah, I would definitely mulligan this.
You think Delver is fine in this matchup? I don't claim to be an expert. Don't take what I say as gospel. I'm probably the worst player here. I guarantee I'm worse than Shane.
Who are you talking to?
I guarantee I'm worse than you.
But oh wow, my throat.
And
So-
Emailing Soul Weaver and Tainted Strike. Yeah, see, Pauper knows what's up.
Okay.
Okay, it's a start.
With the scribe. This is better.
It's a start. Yes.
Scribe that to the bottom. Really?
No, he's gonna scribe it to the top. I think.
I'd bottom and shuffle with Evolving Wilds.
I humbly agree with you.
Well, I mean,
But
you're getting the next card
here's
anyway on
the
top.
thing. Like, what is it still in your deck for if you're not going to cast it on turn 1?
True. Yeah, I mean, put it on
Like
top.
like
play it turn one.
why is that not a Dispel or a
Dispel doesn't
or
really
Flaring
do well.
Pain?
I guess Dispel.
Well,
hits
Dispel
on
counters
turn.
the fogs. Is what I mean.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
well,
he did bottom it though.
He did, which I guess in this hand, if it was in your opening hand, that'd be fine. But
I wouldn't have.
you wouldn't really want to draw it.
I'm sure if he knew he was drawing an island, he would have gladly kept it on top.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I think I like, man, is that he could have brought in Flaring Pain, which what I personally thought should be in here just in case.
Yes,
So that would have been a good option instead of at least one Delver. I don't like 4 Delvers here. Right.
Ooh,
So
no
he's
threat
building
so
up.
far.
Which is good, but he might just be trying to get the mana stabilized before he
Well,
lands it.
Ulu Guru playing with the signature Guru lens.
Haha,
And there's
'cause
the
it's in his
Ledgewalker again.
name. It's funny.
What else is he going to bring in? Flame Slash.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely get another mount. You have enough islands. Lightning Bolt isn't bad here. Lightning
No,
Bolt
it
gets to the
definitely helps the
face.
clock.
Yeah, make sure
I
his
mean-
fogs are dead.
This isn't bad depending on what Ulu Guru's hand is, right?
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't have an Armadillo Cloak, if he doesn't have really anything going on, then so once Simic Cyclops comes down, the Kiln Fiend and the Cyclops, they could just win the game in a couple of turns, but there is an Ethereal Armor into
Ooh,
a 5/5 Aura Narlid. That
that's
is
a little bit
9
gross.
that is 9 unblockable damage so far coming down.
Do you trade with the Narlid? With the Fiend?
How? It only becomes
by-
a 4 power.
By attacking, and if they block, you Lightning Bolt it. Oh no, okay. This is very dangerous.
I think I would have. I really think I would have.
One spell gets like 2 damage on the board plus whatever other pump spell it is. This is not looking good for Z here.
Well, hold on a second, because if Uluguru doesn't kill him this turn, doesn't have a fog effect.
Yeah.
If Zane gets into a few runners, he wins the game, right?
Yeah, but that's very situational.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're already on a crappy draw. You don't really have much else to do.
That's saying that Uluguru doesn't have a Rancor, which I was just about to mention, which gets a lot of power on the board.
Oh, that's 13.
Yeah,
One more Rancor and the game is over.
Ooh, he doesn't have it. And he's swinging, which of course you have to.
Yeah, he puts him to 3, but that's still bad for Z, because that means he's only allowed to play one.
Okay. Having
one
blockers is very good.
Oh my god, one Phyrexian spell.
Yes.
But he has 2 I think this game's over. And that is going to be the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see the writing on the wall.
That was unfortunate.
Uluguru knocking Zane out of the top spot. So he will have to try his luck and see if he can make it to second place.
Look at all those lands he drew.
Yeah, he drew a lot of lands. And the deck, the deck only plays like 17, right?
I don't think it plays too many, yeah. So that was...
bring back the graphic, yeah.
That was very unfortunate there. But that's how those decks go. If you don't draw what you need to draw, especially against another deck that really does that stuff, you're dead. There's no way you're going to win that. So that was a lot of lands. That was 2 little spells, and looks like Z is now going to be...
Z is now 5-2, and Uluguru moves back up to 2-5.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. So good job to both of them. That was a very short game. We'll probably have a couple longer ones in the future, but yeah.
Tiny Tim's like, got land, bro.
Oh, man. All right. So that was a game. What is the next game? What is
the next match is going to be
Littlefield versus Mikey Ruru.
Yes, the grudge match to see who is going to have to play against Zane to play off Zane to get second, third. We are going to see who officially makes it to first place. Will it be Littlefield or Mikey Ruru? Now, remember, these are 2 of or you. Yes. These are 2 of the 3 that ran the tables that went 4-0.
Yes. And I want to point out, I'm the only one who beat Mikey Ruru so far. Just wanted to say that I beat someone in the top
I have not beaten any of the 3 top people.
I beat Littlefield.
I didn't beat any of the 3 top people at all.
And so to defend the Delver bottom, when you have 2 combo creatures in your hand, if you get a single cantrip, your hand's insane.
Yes.
If instead of that land I hit a cantrip, I just go dude into cantrip combo.
Yeah. And I can see that. It's definitely a sketchy situation. We were.
I don't think you should have kept Delver in, to be honest.
I think you should have taken out at least one.
What do you think I should bring in instead of that?
I think you really should have had
Flame Slashes,
the Flaring Pain, and maybe Flame Slash, maybe even Dispel. Only because Dispel not only counters the fogs, but also you could just use Dispel to counter an instant of your own just to get an extra +3 if you really needed to.
That's right there. Fair, but I still think the Delvers are better tempo because there's some games you just need a Delver to block or a Delver to deal an extra 3 damage.
Oh, I understand
having a Delver in the opening hand is fine. Drawing into a Delver later on is kind of So
it's kind of
also drawing into those other cards is kind of mad too.
Yeah,
so. It's the Wild and the Coddle problem in Burn, right? Like it's great on turn 1, but every turn past that, it's just not good anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still decent. It helped me with that second game. If I didn't have the nut.
Yeah, but in game 1, if did you land it on turn 1 or turn?
Game 1, I would have won if it flipped on turn 1. If it flipped.
If it flipped on turn 2, but that's what I'm saying.
If I flipped it, I would have won because of that.
Yeah.
Right, but unfortunately, you have to think, what is Delver doing in my deck if I'm not going to play it on turn 1? Right?
There are so many different circumstances where Delver would be good, Delver would be bad. It's just a whole process of thinking, is this going to be good for me right now? No, that's fine. But it will be good for me later and stuff. So there's so many different reasonings we could argue out and like hash out to figure out.
I don't think anybody's wrong or right in this situation.
There's
If anything, I think
there's
I'm
so many
wrong.
different situations there. I believe we are going to switch over to you, Zan, for
Yes,
the
correct.
Yes, we're going to take
streaming?
the stream down for just a few seconds,
Just a
just so
few
we can
seconds.
switch over to Zane.
Pen and
Yes.
baskets. Get your baskets ready.
Really
We'll be-
quick. Do you
Yes.
have it set up on your stream, Zan? So that way we don't start, or for this stream, so you don't start streaming on
Yes.
yours. All right, cool.
Yes.
Just wanted to check.
Excellent.
And we will be right back within like a couple minutes. Yeah, tops. Okay?
I would not say a couple of minutes, but
That's
yeah.
why I said tops.
Alrighty.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. And stay where you are.
Culver's best use is eating a turn one bolt.
It is. That is true.
That is the
That's
best.
true.
That is the best
Against
advice.
Boggles
That's the best use
specifically.
I've done.
Against Boggles, it's really good.
That's probably true in just about every single format it's legal in.
Right. All right, so we're going to stop it now, and we'll be back in a second.